Happy Arvo. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm reacting to Darwin. It was requested by Andrew in my forum. And as I was looking up Darwin, I've heard of it. I've heard of Darwin a million times. Darwin, Darwin, Darwin. But what I couldn't believe is that the population is 132,000. I don't understand. That's tiny. That is tiny. And yet I've heard so much about Darwin. Like this video has 700,000 views. That's 7 times as many people as that live there. So I just don't. Is that like wrong? I don't understand. How can only 132,000 people live there? Whatever. Anyway, I just want to, let's learn. Let's learn. Maybe I'll learn. All right, let's go.
Darwin is the capital of the Northern Territory, in a place Australians like
So it's the capital. Maybe that's why I've heard of it many times.
to call
the capital of the Northern Territory.
top end. Situated at the edge of the Timor Sea, the city is
Oh, that's a pretty beautiful location.
closer to Bali than Australia's other major capitals.
Yeah, that's very, very isolated, huh? Compared to where the other everywhere else is in Australia. You're like a million miles away.
Traditionally the home of the Larrakia people, Darwin was
It kind of looks like it has its own vibe. This almost feels like a vacation area for people who live in Australia. They're like, let's go up to Darwin. Kids, we're going up to Darwin this summer.
settled by Europeans
Grab your swim trunks.
in 1869. The city's isolation has meant that its population has always been low, and that's just the way the locals like it. Darwin is very much a gateway city. It's the
Wow, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. So it's like your own little hidden secret, huh? You don't want people finding out about this. Coming in, building a Walmart right here. Tear down that rock. Put up a Walmart. And we need this rock gone for the parking lot.
gateway to wild
I agree. Keep it small.
outback adventures. It's
Whoa.
the gateway to the Aboriginal Dreamtime, and it's the gateway to a
Wild horses are just majestic.
relaxed state of mind that you can only appreciate once you're here. On Thursdays and Sundays, half the city gathers at the Mindel.
I just wanted to see what kind of said something about jerky.
On
Top end jerky. Is that kangaroo jerky?
Thursdays and Sundays, half the city gathers at the Mindel Beach markets. Here, the
Those didgeridoos.
aromas of cuisines from all over the world mix together under the tropical
Whoa, what is that? Pizza pie. What is that?
sky, creating the perfect essence of today's multicultural Darwin.
I don't know. I thought it was funny how they showed this guy playing a bunch of didgeridoos and it made the sound of a harmonica in the song. Yeah, I don't know.
Perfect essence of today's multicultural Darwin.
Like that's coming from him.
At sunset, head down to the beach for the best show in town as the sun dips into the Arafura Sea. Then catch a double feature under the stars at
Double feature. No way.
another local institution.
Wow. Outdoor freaking movie theater. That's how nice the weather is.
The Deck Chair Cinema.
It
But
must be
life
nice.
here hasn't always been this easygoing. During the Second World War, Japanese warplanes dropped more bombs on Darwin than on Pearl Harbor. You can learn
Wow. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit of that's a very interesting stat, but I don't think they dropped that many bombs on Pearl Harbor. Like, I don't really know. I'm kind of just talking out my arse here. I don't think they dropped all that many bombs. So, okay. Anyway,
more about
that is mind-blowing though. What were they doing? What was their beef with Darwin? Jesus.
those dark days and about the city
They pretty much bombed the The two most beautiful places they could think of, huh? Darwin and Hawaii.
His ongoing military significance at the Defence of Darwin Experience and the Australian Aviation Heritage Centre.
Those are cool. That's really cool.
At the Darwin Museum and Art Gallery, learn how
Keep out. This looks like something you'd just see in the outback. They just went and took someone's shed.
Darwin was tragically flattened again in 1974, this time by Mother Nature. The museum and art gallery is also the perfect introduction into local cultures and the territory's unique natural...
What is this, the Model freaking Q? What is this? The Model T prototype? What is this?
...environment. While you're here, say hello to Sweetheart, a rogue croc that developed a taste for small aluminium boats before he was finally caught. Sweetheart's much quieter these days, but you can still experience the awesome power of Australia's salt and freshwater crocs at
I don't like when he sits there with his mouth open like that. Just ready to...
Crocodilus Park. Just a 15-minute drive from Darwin, the park is home to over...
Don't tease the alligators. I don't want them to be pissed off.
For 1,000 crocs, from hatchlings to adults weighing over half a ton.
How cute.
But to get
half a ton?
Close, adults weighing over half a ton.
That's 1,000 pounds.
But to get close, real close, make tracks to Crocosaurus Cove, right in the heart of the city. Have a go at feeding the crocs, or better still, climb into the cage of death and be lowered into a tank. Climb into the cage of death and be lowered into a tank with some of the largest captive salties on the planet.
How old is this guy? How is he that big?
Of course, seeing crocs in captivity is just a little topic.
Now that's pretty cute, how they're all snuggling.
In Taster, for the best holiday snaps of all, hit the road to adventure. There's over 60 national parks in the Northern Territory, 20 in the Darwin region alone. If you ask a local for their favourite, chances are they'll quietly point you in the direction of Litchfield National Park. Just an hour and a half from Darwin, Litchfield is...
Quietly, huh? Don't tell anyone else. You want to go to Litchfield? Oh, Litchfield, yeah, I saw it on the Expedia video. Yeah, shh. No, it's on the Expedia video. 700,000 people have watched it. It's fine. The secret's out.
Is set around...
Thanks, Expedia.
Around a sandstone plateau, crisscrossed by deep, narrow gorges, filled with monsoon forests and croc-free swimming holes.
Croc-free. Wow, that is a good selling point. I'd much rather go to a croc-free swimming hole than just a swimming hole.
On your way into the park, stop to check out the magnetic and cathedral termite mounds. And when it's time to cool off, immerse yourself in the pure, refreshing waters of Bewley Rockhole, a series of pools which cascade down the hillside to spectacular Florence.
That was a nice cannonball.
A series of pools which cascade down the hillside to spectacular Florence Falls.
Wow. This is like paradise. It's not fair.
A little further into the park are Tolna and Wangi Falls. Step into the primordial waters and let your worries float away.
Holy crap.
Then climb into the stone country above and let your spirit drift off into a land that time forgot. But if you want to step further back in time, into a place Australia's Aboriginal people know as the Dreamtime, head to Kakadu. Half the size of Switzerland and home to 1/3 of Australia's bird species and some of the world's oldest art galleries.
This park is half the size of Switzerland?
Kakadu is more than a national park. It's a national treasure.
That was the most pale human being. Like, what in the hell? How do you live in Australia and you're that pale? Isn't the sun beating down on you all day? This is crazy. All those people make me nervous. Like, one of them is bound to be clumsy.
The national treasure.
I can guarantee you one of these people is pretty clumsy, and yet they're all standing by the edge. And here's Dad in his flip-flops standing freaking on the edge. What in the heck? I guess they're safe. It's over here, like this guy. Wah!
Whether you've explored the outback for a few days or a few months, there comes a time when everyone begins to long for the creature comforts of the city.
Shenanigans.
And this is where Darwin comes into its own. It's the perfect gateway back into the world. And not just any world, but the way
The water looks so nice.
the world should be. Big-hearted, relaxed, and forever connected to the rhythms of nature and the human spirit.
Didgeridoo is like the original dubstep. How did this tree manage to grow right there? Wow. Well, it's beautiful. Shocking. Can't believe it. An Australian city that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still amazed at how low the population is. But I wonder what happened here in 2000. What's with this dip right here? Did a bunch of people die? Just populations just plummeted here for a year. Anyway, I would love to visit it. Beautiful. Thank you for watching. And shout out to anybody living in Darwin. Lucky you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Happy Arvo. Goodbye.